to number 3, 911 Elvira Street in Palmyra. We're going to auction today. Auction at this point in the market is such a great tool to have in our toolbox to use because the market is so buoyant. We're looking forward to a really fun day and to sell this beautiful property. It's an amazing 2x1, it's got a fantastic backyard. You could renovate it, live in it as it is, top spot. Let's see what happens.
I'm originally a Melbourne auctioneer, the hairstyle probably give that away, but I live in Guildford, I'm a West Australian adopted son, so it's okay. But we are seeing a huge surge in auctions now in Perth. The market is actually moving quite quickly, and we're now seeing the auction process being used because the buyers can see each other, the sellers can see the market, what the market's doing. So we just had another auction today that you had has actually been sold before auction. We've got 2 next Saturday that one will potentially be sold before auction. So, ladies and gentlemen, make no mistake, if you're here to buy, please don't hold back because the market is moving too quickly at the moment and we can't catch up with it. Now the auction goes in 3 parts. I'll go through the rules and regulations of auction. I'll go through a bit of a description about the property and use all the superlatives that I use, and then we get into the bidding sequence. Well, a very good morning to you all, bidders, buyers, neighbours and friends. On behalf of our sellers in ACTON Fremantle Real Estate, I'd like to warmly welcome you here, and I mean warmly, being a daylight today at 39 degrees and wearing a suit, warmly welcome you here to the auction at number 3 at 911 Elvira Street in beautiful Palmyra. Boyd Fraser is my name. I'm a licensed auctioneer under the West Australian Auction Sales Act of 1973, and assisting me here today is the lady looking straight out of a Hallmark commercial with the red hat, Minnie, and also the lovely Barbara coming along. The ladies, the dream team, they work together, they sell together, they're amazing. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you've all met them throughout the campaign. The property that we offer for your bidding at today's auction is described in the copy of title, volume number 1698 and folio number 494, which is better known as Lot 3 on Strata Plan 12918. The property will be sold together with the pre-contractual disclosures. Now when we sell strata property, we don't have what they call a Form 28 anymore, it's called a pre-contractual disclosure, which is a 30-page document that clearly explains the strata, any minutes and strata fees and anything attributed with the strata, but it's all pretty straightforward here today. Talking about strata fees, I believe the actual strata fees are $1,300 per annum. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. So that covers your insurances, the common property and so forth. So $1,300 a year for strata is very, very good. The property will be sold together with all improvements, including all fixed floor coverings, electric light fittings and window furnishings. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the general conditions of auction, the 2018 joint form of general conditions for the sale of land, and the REWA auction code of conduct that I'm heavily governed by. And we are selling the property, ladies and gentlemen, with a lease in place, which is, I believe, until the 5th of May 2021 and fetching $330 per week. I would like to publicly thank the lovely tenant. I won't say who the tenant is here, but I'd like to publicly thank the tenant for their association with the sale here and obviously helping out the ladies. And I must say the presentation has been magnificent. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. The rules permit up to 10 vendor bids, but only from me as the auctioneer will be clearly stated as a vendor bid. The law prohibits the following: false bids. So in the old days, ladies and gentlemen, auctioneers could take bidding off fictitious characters in the crowd. Birds, that bird squawking at the moment would have been a bidder. There you go. Not anymore. The only bids on behalf of the vendor are taken by me. It's called a vendor bid, and a vendor bid is just little stepping stones across the river of purchase to get you there. I cannot vendor bid at reserve or above. It's illegal to do so. Just to let you know that, ladies and gentlemen. Did I just bang the microphone there, Mr. Cameraman? Where is he gone? Is he behind me? Where is he? Can't even see him. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, as the auctioneer, I may refuse any bid. I may determine the amount that the bidding will be advanced, and I may refer the bid to the vendor at any time during the auction. If there is a dispute concerning a bid, I may resubmit the property to the last undisputed bid or start the bidding again. The vendor has given me their reserve price, and subject to that reserve price, the highest bidder whose bid has been accepted by me at the fall of the hammer will be the purchaser. However, if the property is passed in below the reserve price, the highest bidder and the highest bidder only has the exclusive right to negotiate. So to the lovely people, this is your first auction. I'm blessed to be your first auctioneer. Thank you. I'm honoured. 3 things happen at auctions. We reach reserve price and above it, declare on the market. We smash the hammer down. We're sold. Everyone signs contracts and has a party. Love it. Second scenario is we have bidding, but we haven't reached reserve price. I pass it in to that bidder only, and they have the exclusive right to negotiate with the lady in red over there and Barbara, and I'm sure with a friendly negotiation it'll be sold. True, ladies? You keep negotiations pretty friendly?
Very, very friendly.
There you go. There you go. And the third scenario is that if I actually pass it on a vendor bid, that means no one has the exclusive right to negotiate after that. That means you all put forward your offers. There are people here, I have been told, that can't bid under auction conditions, which is cash unconditional, but there are people that wish to make offers subject to finance. Is that correct? So ladies and gentlemen, if it's not sold on a hammer, don't be disillusioned. There are people here with interest. Are there any questions in relation to the rules and regulations that we conduct the auction here today? Any questions at all? Well, it's a great crowd. Good to see the neighbours out as well. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Well, before we get underway, a few kind words about the property. We love selling these strata units because what we find, they're little miniature houses and they're a wonderful opportunity to get into the market. Palmyra, ladies and gentlemen, is still very, very affordable to buy in, as opposed to East Fremantle and obviously Fremantle, North Fremantle and so forth. We're seeing in Palmyra there's a great mix of strata units, townhouses, a lot of new developments, a lot of renovations. The old original character homes are still there with the chimney. So you've got a good mix and a good flavour of all architectural styles flowing up and down. If you look down this street, ladies and gentlemen, I must say it is a beautiful vista with those gum trees going down. It is absolutely beautiful. So that unit itself is a beautifully well-maintained 2-bedroom, very, very neat and tidy, very, very well preserved, ladies and gentlemen, but certainly down the track, if you wanted to do some minor alterations, bit of renovation, bit of update, you can do so. But something like this would be perfect for the first home buyers that want to get into the market. This would be perfect for investors and would love to get a new investor, get a new landlord for this lovely tenant. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're thinking about buying for investment, this is a wonderful lock up and leave investment for you. But the great piece of resistance that I found walking through the unit and how clean and neat it is, and the kitchen's updated, was that beautiful backyard, that beautifully manicured backyard. You can sit out there, have a glass of wine, have a barbecue, invite your friends down, and it's at the rear of the complex, this particular unit, so it's nice and quiet, although it is a quiet street. I believe the neighbours are fantastic as well, they tell me, as some of the best neighbours in Palmyra. So ladies and gentlemen, it's a wonderful opportunity. You're nice and close to the Canning Highway corridor, going that way to the freeway into the city, going that way into Fremantle to the beach, and on a day like today, I suggest we all hit the beach, make no mistake there. Nice and close to the Fremantle hub, and down here in Carrington Street, you've got the little cafes down there which are wonderful. So you're nice and close to public transport and all the amenities, ladies and gentlemen. So with all that in mind, you've all been through, I know it's hot, I'm not going to hold us up, I've got clear instructions to sell. This is where we call it the business end of the transaction. Looking for an opening bid now in your hands. Who'd like to start the bidding? Fair and reasonable start. Cameraman, am I too loud? Have I blown up the lens? Was it all right? Okay, we're all good. Looking for an opening bid. What can we say? In your hands now. Fair and reasonable start. What can we say? Ah, the serenity. The quietest part of the auction when I ask for money. When I ask my boss for a pay rise, I get the same response. It's hilarious. He goes, that's it. But anyway, let's get underway. What can we say? Fair and reasonable start. In your hands now. What can I say? All right, well, as the auctioneer, I can suggest some starts and keep it sort of positive from there. How about I see a start maybe at 380,000, at 380,000, which all of our hands in the air at 380 now. At 380,000 now, can I see a hand in the air if you just don't care? At 380 now. What can we say? 380,000, give me a wink or a nod. I won't take it the wrong way. What are we saying, doggy? Do we take schmackos? Maybe not. Give me the look. At 380,000 now, can I see a hand in the air at 380 now? All right, well, Barbara, declare now. I'll now write it down as a vendor bid at 380,000 on behalf of the vendor now and take a $20,000 rise. The way auctions work, you got to participate and work with me. At 380,000 now, take me to 400 if you like. At 380,000, wonderful value there, 2-bedroom unit, entry level in the Palmyra. The way this market's moving, ladies and gentlemen, in 12 months' time, I can tell you now, well and truly into the 400s and beyond. At 380,000 now, take me to 400 now. At 380,000 now, round me up to 400. At 380,000, all done and out. No further bidding at 380,000. Done. Once, twice, three times, ladies and gentlemen. Are we all done and out at 380,000 now? With your lady's permission, I'll now take it up to 400,000, a vendor bid of 400,000 now. It's a vendor bid, behalf of the vendor. At 400,000 now, last opportunity at 400,000. Might be a late bidder, sir. Come on in if you like. At 400,000 now. At 400,000 now, the bid's with me at 400,000. I'll tell you what I can do. I can remove the vendor bid and bring yours in at 400. I'm feeling that friendly. At 400,000 now. Getting a bit of sunstroke, but that's okay. If I start drooling from the mouth, ladies and gentlemen, you know I need a paramedic. At 400,000 now, last opportunity of 400,000. Anyone wish to actually give me a bid of 400,000 now? First, second, third and final call. All done, all silent, no further bids. Kids, ask mum, form a syndicate, should be a great landlord. What do you reckon? Ask for a pay rise when it comes to your pocket money. You never know. Mum, good investment. At 400,000 now, all done and out. No further bidding. Calling it 3 times. First, second, third and final call. All done, all silent. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm under instructions now to take one final vendor bid. I'll keep it going though. I think what's going to happen here, we will be negotiating directly after, and that's okay. Auction's part of the process. We just bring you in to show you the actual interest in the property, but we'll be signing up offers directly after. There has been an offer prior to auction as well. There has been an offer prior to auction too, ladies and gentlemen, so make no mistake, we will be treating that offer as well. So last opportunity at 400,000, all done and out. Where's your lovely wife? She's over there. Madam, you just keep cool. I do have first aid just in case, but there we go. This lovely couple are about to be an extended family soon. At 400,000 now, last opportunity at 400,000. First, second, third, final call. Well, I'm under instructions now to take one final vendor bid. There's no more from me now. At 420,000 now, at 420,000 now. Last opportunity at 420, going to call it 3 times. At 420,000, can I see a bid there at 420,000? Think about it. Beautiful, fresh 2-bedroom unit, rear of the actual development. Wonderful opportunity. The best tenant in Palmyra at 420,000 now. No further bids. I'm not going to hold it up. Going to call it 3 times. First call there at 420. Second call at 420,000. Third and final call. Are we all done? Definitely silent. No further bidding there at $420,000. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what happens now? The property now will be formally passed in on a vendor bid of $420,000. What happens now? The property is open to all negotiations from all parties on an equal basis, and we will put forward all offers for the vendor's consideration. I'd like to thank once again the lovely tenant for their help with the campaign. I'd like to thank you fine people for coming out on a 55-degree day that's bouncing off Mercury. I do appreciate it. I hope you learn a little bit more about the auction process, and we look forward to seeing you in the next ACTON auction. Have a wonderful weekend and keep cool. Thank you. Oh, God. Used to have a hat, used to hand around for money, but I don't get it anymore, so...